Hello, everyone. Welcome to Spiritual Insight. I am, of course, Tiffany White Sage Woman. For those who can read on the bottom, you know who I am. Thank you. Thank you for joining me this evening and sitting in this sacred circle, not just with me, but for everyone viewing, everyone that interacts and comments and in the comment sections, and whether you are watching live or on the replay on YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, LinkedIn, and then those audio platforms who listen as well as audio only. So just welcome everyone and thank you so much for tuning in. My website, for those of you who maybe are not aware, and again who can't see the video screen and it's audio only, I will spell it out for them for those that are listening or audience or audience. All right. It's whitesagewoman.com, WHITESAGEWOMAN.com, whitesagewoman.com. You can check me out, check out my services. You can book your sessions with me. And yes, and you can communicate with me through my website as well. So please do. I look forward to hearing from you. And let's say hello to everyone. I've got some Rumble viewers that haven't commented yet, so welcome Rumble viewers, and welcome to the YouTube viewers and chatters, the circle here. Uh, Greetings, Robert, aka Shaman Bob. Thank you so much for your donation, your super sticker donation through YouTube. You will be first in giving messages this evening. And let's see. And if anyone else would like to, it's a hit of the line privilege. You don't have to. It's totally optional. If you would like to make a donation, you could do so either through, there's a super chat or super stickers on YouTube. On Rumble, there's a $sign where you can click on that. Um, Rumble rant, I do believe they call that. From Twitter, I do believe you can leave a tip. And if you would like to, my Venmo, I'm on Venmo. Goldylocks with a Y, 389. Goldylocks with a Y, 389. So Goldylocks, GOLDYLOCKS 389. Again, it's optional. It's not something that you have to do. All right. And so thank you, everyone. Just it helps out. Everything helps out with the production and keeping everything all running. So let's see. So we said hello to Robert. We have Sarah, Sugar Kim, Ruth, Teresa. Blessings to all indeed. So then we have Bobby. Are you in two places? Bobby over on Rumble and YouTube. So Robert Jr. Bobby. So there you go. That's interesting. Yeah, I was. Okay, so you were on YouTube and then you switched over to Rumble. Okay, so hello, Bobby. Let's see. Yay. And not to be confused with Robert, aka Shaman Bob. So we have a Bob, we have a Bobby. Sometimes we have people with very similar names, right? Or the same names. So yes. All right. First names anyway. Welcome everyone and thank you so much. Here we are, the last Sunday in July. July is whew, tomorrow's the last day. Gone. It's just really going by so quickly. And so just make sure we're being gentle with ourselves in these high energy times, and getting the rest that you need and trying to stay as, and when I say calm, it's you want to find your center, you want to find your balance as fast as possible. And this is where all of the training or the experience for those of us who's been applying our spirituality into our lives on a daily basis for some time. This is the importance we're finding out right now, the importance of staying centered, staying balanced. And those who maybe are just I don't, I guess who are just, this is the great awakening. Those who are awakening to who they are, to their spirituality, to their divinity, and we're here to help them, as well. Just assist, not do. We can't do anything for anyone, but we're assisting, right? We're here with that helping hand of, hey, you're not alone. Here we are. Here's this circle. Here's our tribe, and let's expand and grow together. All right. And so most definitely doesn't mean there's not going to be challenges, but this is what we've trained for. This is what we have prepared for. Uh, and so it's this, yeah. It's not that it gets easier. It's that our response to it gets better, right? We learn how to respond to things now in a more centered way, instead of just that very quick comeback, that very, very quick reaction. So there's a difference between reaction and response. And we used to, maybe as soon as something happened or something was said, or we would react. And it's really does hold true. The old saying that we've heard is count to 10 before you respond, and that is true. Let's count to 10. Let's make it a slow 10. Shoot, even count to 20, count to 30. Go slow and think about things, or sleep on it. We've heard of that too. Sometimes, okay, I'm going to just sleep on this and see how I feel about it in the morning. And we usually, once we've calmed down and we've got away from that explosive reaction, then we just tend to let's weigh both sides, weigh both options, and find that center balance. Okay, so when you practice that enough, it becomes easier and easier. So that's what happens. It's not that challenges stop, situations, all these things stop. It's just that it gets easier to navigate through it. Oh, okay, I got this. Rough waters, nothing new, been through here before, got it. So it just helps us to navigate through life, in a more easier, balanced way. So hello, Wendy. Hello, Carol. Hello, Carol. Thank you so much for tuning in. And so, yay, I got everyone here. So if anyone has, and I will give messages later, and I like to, what I've been doing lately is just ask a question, ask a specific question, and I will answer a question for you. And just ask a question. Hello, Robin. And even if there's something you want to talk about, what should we talk about this evening? What do you throw a topic out there? What should we talk about? What should we discuss? What what do we want to know more about, and that we discuss together? That's always so fun. I love this. It's we all learn from each other and grow from each other. It's really amazing. And I'm very grateful for this circle, the tribe that we have here. So stay hydrated too. Human resonance again was very high this weekend, especially yesterday. And so it's so we took a day trip yesterday. A lot of you may know, we go and check on the in-laws, and my father-in-law is not doing too well. He's got some health issues, and so we just have to be there for family. And it's so easy for us to I'm busy, I'm this, but we have to stop that. Stop making excuses, stop that. And we have to do the things that maybe are uncomfortable. We should be used to that by now, really getting out of the box. So let's talk about the Palladians. Well, that's Teresa. That's good. Thank you, Tiffany. Well, the Palladians. I don't know too much about a lot of specific different of our star families, because there's so many. There's so many even outside the solar system that a lot of us may have had experience with. And this is why I have a hard spot with people going, well, we can tell you where you're from, your cosmic, origin, all of this. Okay, so hold on. We're all from source. This is easy. We're all from source. We're all from the divine creator. Right there. Many of us has traveled to many different galaxies, to different systems, to all over the multiverse. And we've left a little trail, we've left our imprint wherever we go. We get a little bit from where we are here, from this star family, then we go somewhere else and maybe we form a tribe there, and then we go on and on and on. And so from the Palladians, I don't know too much about one specific group. That's not really my lane. I don't do that type of thing, work. Elena Denon does. For those of you who may not be aware of who Elena Denon is, I go explore her information. Is very genuine to me. Feels very genuine, and she and I know a lot of people may cringe or go what when I say this, but she's an emissary for the Galactic Federation of Worlds. And so the Galactic Federation of Worlds is, how do I say this? Like our galactic, I don't want to call them military, um, but they really work with the prime directive. They make sure that God's natural laws are being implemented, and that the crimes against not just humanity but against all beings, right, taking care of that. Well, they're working with our star families that are here. They're working with, Earth does have an alliance, and there's been this great disclosure coming out that all governments have been working with, they call them ETs, extraterrestrials. I mean, let's bring it closer. There are star families. And so they always have had that connection, and more is coming out. We hear it every day, more and more information. And so, but specifically about the Palladians, Tay-Race, I'm sorry, I don't know too much about, like I said, one particular. It does feel familiar to me. And a lot of us, like I said, have been to multiple places. Now I know that the Palladians, there are portals and stargates all throughout our solar system, and so this is how we may remember coming in and going out, and maybe working with them. So again, it's like kind of like when we do our DNA genealogy, and you can see, well, you're 50% this, maybe, 10% of this, 5% of this, maybe 20% of this. It's the same thing. That's just here on this planet, but now let's take it big scale, and we're so much more than that, and it's so yeah. Um, I feel like let's focus on just unity, with our human brothers and sisters here, really with all beings here. We have animal beings, nature beings. We have this planet, this biosphere. We need to get along with one another. We need to come together and show the rest of the solar system, the rest of this galaxy, the rest of the multiverse, that we can work together. Okay? And to me, that's what I find fascinating. I know that I have, in my astral travels, communicated with some of the Palladians because they told me where they were from, but I don't remember what the conversation was about. And I just remember having some conversation with them. I remember seeing different other beings. There's talking with one person that had this beautiful blue shimmery skin, and I'm trying not to stare, because this is like, it's telepathic communication, and it just is like, oh wow, so beautiful. And I'm like, they can hear you. It's like, well, it's a compliment, so they'll just hear me. But so we're working together, and we should not be scared over appearance that looks different. All right. And so anyway, that's thank you, Teresa. Aw. Well, they really didn't help you too much, but let's just work on unity. That's really what we need to come together for. Hello, Melissa. Melissa, are you back from your little family getaway vacation? I hope you had a wonderful weekend, Melissa. So let's see. Thursday evening, Carolyn and Carrie didn't have her show. We were like 15 minutes before we were going to go live on her show, and a huge thunderstorm rolled in here. And so and I was like, please keep the power on, right? Just keep the power on. Well, the power stayed on, but the internet did not. So I'm like, oh, well, maybe I should include that next time, the internet. Uh, so it stayed with us for a bit. Nice. I love a good thunderstorm, but it was just I'm very grateful that the power stayed on because it was very hot and humid. And so we, yeah. And then Friday, Melissa was on vacation. And so we didn't have anything last night. So yeah, since Wednesday night, we didn't have anything. So let's see. Hello, Marcia, Feng Shui lady, joining in on Rumble as well. Yay! So hello. So no, Teresa, that was really really great conversation, and so, but I'm not an expert. I don't feel like I have enough information to talk about the Palladians. All right. So the ones that I do communicate with and have always communicated with, they don't really. They just to a high frequency, high vibration. They don't tell me where they're from when I've it's interesting. It's like I've never asked where they're from. I've never asked for names because they're these beautiful, benevolent, huge beings of light that have been with me as long as I can remember, since a child, and always had communication with them, and I recognize their energy. And it really wasn't until and here's some pros and cons with learning or wanting to explore about the spirituality is we hear things and it's just, well, it's important for you to know who you're communicating with. Yes, I agree, it is very important for you to know who you're communicating with. Feel that frequency, that vibration. Is it good, is it benevolent, that kind of thing. um just feel if it's benevolent or not. They've always been very, very loving. It's been a very high frequency of love. So beautiful. Um, and it wasn't really until like 10, 15 years ago, and trying to maybe refine my mediumship abilities and put a label on it, right? And let me, how do I increase this? When all I had to do was just continue to listen, to use my intuition, to trust. All right. And when we put too many labels or give something too many words, we kind of lose it. We drop out. But I did ask, well, do you have names? And they're like, we don't have an individual name that we're referred to. We work together. um and I thought that was quite, I got that. I thought that was beautiful. And that was that. I just let it go because they've been with me. They've never told me to do anything bad. They haven't. The energy's always been very smooth and very beautiful and been very helpful. So in helping guide myself and for others. So, um, and with the healing. So it's follow your intuition. Give it some time. Any being that's trying to come to you and be not so nice won't stay with you if they can't manipulate you. You know, you always ask for those that's coming in. It's for your highest and greatest, highest and greatest. All right. So let's do that. Oh, Robert, Shaman Bob, you know me all too well. Now the Templars. Yes, the Templars. Um, I will try to go gently here because this we can talk about all night. That's totally been one of my things. Um, Again, we have to know that the history that we currently have in our corrupt school systems is wrong. His story is wrong. Um, a lot of it, and it's something that they have controlled that narrative through war and by, hey, we own the education system. We can print anything we want to in these books and say it's history. Okay. That's good too, Robin. Yes. Okay. Let me answer Robin's first, Robert, because if I dive into the Templars, I'm going to, woohoo! What are your thoughts about the Akashic? Okay, so the Akashic records, this is not against anyone who does this type of work. I'm not attacking anyone belief system. I just want to say this right now. The Akashic records is the records of this planet and humanity on this planet. It's the records of really of this biosphere, of this realm, so to speak, of Earth, Tara, Gaia. All of her harmonic frequencies, her harmonic universes of the 3D, 5D, 7D. The Akashic records is there. Okay. Oh, you sent before you were done. Go ahead, finish. Write the whole sentence. Write everything else, Robin. Hello, Kim O. See, we have two Kims. So there's cosmic records. Now, what I work with is I ask to go to cosmic records or higher. I want to go as high as possible to the Hall of Records, the cosmic records, just these light beings give messages that's for all, also your higher self. Talk to, communicate with your higher self, and your higher self will give the messages from the Hall of Records, which is the cosmic Hall of Records. And so there you go. It's higher. Akashic is going to, it is great records, but it's limited. It is limited. I feel you want to go higher. What do I always talk about? Communicating with your higher self. Your higher self is a very high frequency and a high vibration. You start talking with your higher self, has all of your information, that's your high Hall of Records, your personal cosmic Hall of Records is your higher self. Communicate with your higher self. Communicate with your higher self and get the information that you need. Where? From within. So that's my thoughts on that. When I did ask about, what about Akashic records? Do I do that? No. For me, that wasn't for me. If someone feels called to do that type of work, that's great. But know that it is limited to this planet. The Akashic is limited to this planet and humanity on this planet and all of her history. Okay, again, in 3D, 5D, and 7D history of this planet. So you want to go higher, then you can go higher. All right, to your higher self's cosmic Hall of Records. Has everything there. All right, still exploring through there. Ooh. All right, let's go, Robert. Shaman Bomb, back to the Templars. I'm going to keep this brief as much as I can because it's a passion of mine. I love it. Um, I'll tell you why it's just a passion, because it's a memory. It's a calling. It's a mission. All right. Robert, also please put a question in there as well, since you gave me a donation, so I can answer a question. Okay. So those who want me to ask a or to answer now a personal question for you, answer specific question. So Kim just did. So Kim, I'll get to your specific question for you, your personal question after Robert. So I'm waiting for Robert to ask a personal. So Robert had suggested the topics to talk about, just like Robin did. Okay, so I hope that helps Robin with the Akashic records, okay, to which you're looking for. Because your for guidance for you, if you're thinking of getting in, that is no, you're already working a higher frequency. Okay, Robin, you're already working in a high frequency. My dog agrees. And Ty agrees. Yes. So the Templars. Now, the Templars is so much older than we realize. When I started learning, getting my past life memories, these flashes, they come to us in dreams or in meditations, and they're repetitive, they repeat. And so it's like I knew that I was a Templar. What? And then you read about the Templars. I'm not talking about the Roman Templars, the Templar Knights that you hear in our history. Were pretty bad. I'm talking about the Roman corrupt Templars that are in the history books, okay? And there's a very deep, it goes all the way back to, wow, Lemurian and Atlantean, the Templars. The Templars were healers working in the temples. I wonder if somebody is checking off fireworks. It's okay, Ty, come here. Baby. When he works up like that, it's from fireworks. Somebody must be shooting something off. I apologize about that. Come here, honey. Ty, come here. Come here. He's just gonna sit there and bark. I apologize about that. Come here, honey. He's scared. Yes. All right. There we go. The fairies calm him down, okay? The fairies, elementals, rub his belly, calm him down. Thank you. All right. My dragon scares him, so I don't want the dragons, the little dragons. Okay, rub his belly. Yeah. I know. All right, so let's work on that. But way back, Templars was a very beautiful, beautiful Christed. We were connected, and we were Christed beings. The Christed consciousness. We were connected to the cosmic heart, to divinity. We were balanced beings. We were very powerful. We could help one another. And the healers and the Templars were just that. Whether they called them priests and priestesses, that kind of changed the names over the years. But that was the original Templars, were those that worked in the temples, the temple workers. Doesn't that make sense? Templars, workers in the temple. So it goes all the way back to beautiful, beautiful. Remember, anything that has been twisted, that evil can't create, because you need light to create, and they're outside of light. So evil will invert, will use what's there, invert, twist it, and make it their own. All right. So that's what has happened. They did, the Roman Templars went in and massacred, just did kill all of the good Templars. So through history, so then we got Lemurian and Atlantean Templars, and then even they're called the Essenes. The Essenes were Templars. The Essenes, those who walked with Yeshua, all right, and Mary Magdalene is protecting that bloodline. That the Holy Grail is their bloodline, protecting, because evil set out to want to hunt and kill every person, that light DNA. They wanted to sniff it out. Anyway, so that's the short version, and then so they try to hunt and kill all of the good Templars and make it into to um, bad and corrupt. It's one part of history they really like, where they opened it up to anyone, mercenaries, anyone that they to join. Wow, that tells you right there they weren't too good, right? So anyway, so that's that history. I remember having. I know I was in the scene, and that I was a good Templar. I was not on that side of the evil Templar. So also know though that just as when the bad, the evil tried to infiltrate, they will join original great organizations to see how they work, and then how that they can take it over and invert the energies. So a lot of these a lot, whether they have changed the names, or a lot of organizations at first, secret societies was to keep a good secret. And they have twisted them now to be very dark and cultish, and that's where we are with that. So what you're hearing now are the current evil secret societies, but know though that good people can go into these and infiltrate undercover to bring some light, shine some light in here. All right. So let's not be so quick to judge anyone, because we don't know what they're doing. You've got to be that bright light in the darkness. All right. Bright lights around a lot of other bright lights. That's wonderful. We help charge each other, but that's not what we're here to do. We're here, and no, think about this. Aren't we put sometimes in the darkest places, or the places that are most challenging to live, to work, to be in, because our mission is to simply shine. And it's kind of hard to simply shine our bright lights when everything's coming at us, right? And it can be very challenging. But know that our light is they fear, evil fears our light, because they can't live in it. It snuffs them out just like that. So continue to shine brightly. Don't play the fear tactics. They want a bright light to be fearful, to worry, to have anxiety, to spin out of control, so that they can swoop in as a false friend, a fake friend, and then just grab you and try to make sure that you don't shine brightly. All right. Aw, come here, honey. So that's the short version. Hold on. Hey, so that's a good question, Wendy. They are guarding the Jesus, the Yeshua bloodline. Is that why all those DNA tests are out to find the Yeshua bloodlines? Yeah, absolutely. I do. But they want to make sure that they haven't missed anything, because as they can go, as evil can kind of go hide, so can, well, and here's the thing though, we can change our frequency and be right in front of them and they won't see us. We have forgot how to do that. If we raise our vibration, we could be standing right in front of them, raise our vibration to such a high frequency they can't see you. You hide from them. All right. So it's the light they're looking for in the DNA. It's the light. All right. Um, and anyway, and this is where the evil ETs come in. The evil aliens that were here that are no longer here. All right. Because they can, and that goes, again, it's not my lane to talk about. That whole history is coming out. But anyway, was to help, hunting, hunting down the light, trying to get the light snuffed out here. But you know what? No, not this time. Not this time. You know what? No. And again, when I talk about this, I know some people might feel conflicted when a lot of the evil people are being dealt with, and they have to be dealt with. because the yin and yang is God's law, natural law. It's God's natural law. There is good and bad, and there's a balance there. Evil is outside of that yin and yang. They're just this dark blob. They are way outside of it. They have to be dealt with differently. So there's those here that are dealing with it, and that's not the time to be compassionate. Don't be compassionate about how they're being dealt with. All right, what we need to be compassionate about is our brothers and sisters, that humanity right here, that we need to work together, and just come back to that unity status. No more separation, no judgment, none of this. And stop, yeah, just stop with all the tactics of separation and division, you know. And even though we seem like we've seen a lot, unfortunately, of children and adults being influenced in a very negative, off-putting way, and all we can do is shine love and light on them, and let that work out. A lot of people have missions here, and we might not understand, or we might not comprehend or agree with their mission, uh, because we don't see the whole picture of what they are. And that's really none of our business. But maybe they came here to do this, to challenge, to help. And I'm talking bad people, not the evil, but to be lost, to be confused, to challenge everyone around them. But maybe that's part of their mission and what they were supposed to do. And then they don't ascend in their body. They leave their body and they continue on with what they need to do. All right. So yeah, I hope that helps. But yes, and there's a lot. I did a lot, years and years of research on these secret societies and all sorts of stuff. Rosicrucians, the Templars. My grandfathers were Freemasons, and so, and we're the nicest men ever. Did a lot of volunteer and work within the community. Anyway, so that's all I'm going to talk about that, because, like, again, I can get carried away with it's very, very fascinating. All right. Do. Okay, so Robert, did you ask a specific question? I don't see it. So Robert, if you're still listening, oh, you did. I'm sorry. I see it now, Robert. Never mind. All right. So I'll ask your question. That's a specific question in the comments, and I will answer your question. Oh, Bobby, I'll be back. I love doggies. You love doggies? Yeah. My doggy sounds like multiple doggies. No, that's his scared bark. So, and that's his fireworks, or but there's no smoke detectors going off. Or, our dogs, our animals have such they have very enhanced hearing, and the littlest things can set them off. So, trying to keep him calm. Yeah, there they go. The elementals and the fairies are helping. Thank you. All right. So, Robert, will I be changing jobs soon? Yes, absolutely. A lot of us have been I feel this way, and I know that you've been told to from other show hosts that there is a big change coming for you. And it's up to you if you want it to overlap. But I do feel that you'll be okay if you don't let it overlap. Like, stop one job and then get, have a little bit of time to yourself before the new one. It is important, though, to have a new job lined up before you leave the other one. Yes, that's important, but you can easily have it overlap by a day or two, because you're not going to be able to. I think the shifts would be a little different. It might be hard to swing, but if you want it to even just stop one day and start on another with the new job, or a couple of days, I feel though that it would be the best for you to just at least 3-4 days off in between jobs and then get into it. And it's going to be something that's better for you, better, better all the way around. Better all the way around. You will be changing jobs. Keep putting applications in. Keep putting, keep looking out for hearing, keeping an ear open for jobs and opportunities, and don't tell yourself you may feel like you're not qualified. If it sounds interesting and it makes you go, I wonder, then do it. Okay. Then do it, because there's something making you consider and ponder that, right? So yeah, so do that. All right, let me see, let me go scroll back up and see, make sure. If I've missed your question, then just put it again. Because sometimes the scrolling goes too fast or too slow. Kim O question: will I be successful in starting a nonprofit organization in 2 different countries in the near future? Nonprofit's going to change as business is going to change, and you will be successful in helping your community, 2 different countries, uh, different countries eventually, but with big changes that's right around the corner. We're going to stay focused on our local communities first, and then it can take off. All right, so you'll be successful. It's not going to be called nonprofit organizations anymore. So all that stuff's going to, the 501(c)(3)s or whatever they're called, the not-profit organizations, the LLCs, organizations, companies, it's all going to change and transform. All right. So yes, I see you being successful, Kim, in whatever you do. You have always transformed anything that you've touched and shined your bright light and made it better than when you walk away from something, you leave it better than how you found it. Okay, so I hope that helps. Can I get a card, please? You don't have a specific question, sweetie? You want a card? Okay. Let me get a deck real quick. If you want a card, Teresa, then I will. I know it's sometimes hard to think about a question, isn't it? So, Teresa, I'm guided to use the Sacred Forest Oracle. I love Sacred Forest, and but I'm guided for that for you. So we're going to go into the Sacred Forest, Teresa, for you, and what message. So, hold on, for everyone, if you can't think of a specific question, then tell me if you want me to pull you a card instead. All right, so I'll do that. But if you want a specific question, you can ask it. Either way, whatever you prefer, whatever you're in the mood for. All right, now back to Teresa. I can focus on Teresa and her energy, and for her highest and greatest, please. What messages for Teresa? There's 2 that comes out for Teresa. All right. Oh, this is a great message from the Spirit Guardian of Autumn, letting go. You're doing a lot of letting go. You're doing a lot of that inner purging, that letting go. Let it go, let it go. Number 35. So the number 35, or 3 plus 5 is 8. So 8, any of that means anything to you. And the second card for you, my dear, is a pine spirit purification. So beautiful, because you've got, and this is like winter. She's like a winter pine fairy purification. So of course it makes sense, right? After you're letting go, you're purging, then you go right into your purification mode. It's all part of purging, is part of your purification. So it's beautiful. So oh my goodness, we've only got what, 6 more weeks of summer. Yeah, before we hit fall. So you're purging from now, and then I feel fall time. You're going to be doing it's a level up, and then by winter you're going to hit this purification phase. So these two popped out for you, Teresa. I hope you can take that, and I love you. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. So let's see. All right, so Teresa wants a card. Robert, definitely keep my eyes and ears open. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, dear. Kim, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me just put these up here. Yes, I'm so happy. And it will take years to form before. Yes, exactly. But you know what, though, Kim, you have a lot of endurance. You're driven, and that's good to be driven. All right, so Ruth would like to have a card pulled for her as well. Okay, Ruth. Absolutely, and I'm going in order. So again, be sure to put in the comments whether you want me to ask, whether you want to ask a specific question or you want me to pull a card for you. Oh, yes. Right, Ruth. This is beautiful. The wise woman of the grove, Grace. Look at you. Isn't that beautiful? You are the wise woman of the grove. With such grace. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? And look, there's a chest with a red jewel. Well, it could be, is it a ruby or is it a garnet? Oh, but you definitely, I would consider you the wise woman of the grove. You have much grace about you. The number 49. So you drop the nines, it's a 4. You know, easy way in math, drop the nines. Or it's 13, and then 1 and 3 is 4. So it's either the number 49 or a 4. Okay. So, whew, wow. That's a beautiful card. And that is you, totally, Ruth. So hello, Samir. Hello, hello. Over. Be sure to put you would like to have a message on Rumble and YouTube. Wherever you're watching from, let me know that if you would like to have a message. All right. So let me check something over here real quick too. There is a comment. Oh, thank you so much. So you made a comment on Rumble, but not in the actual chat box. So thank you so much. You have a very long name. But you know who you are. I'm shouting you out. And I'm going to give you a heart on your comment. Thank you so much. And if you would like for me to pull a card for you, or if you have a question you would like answered, then we can do that too. I guess a thumbs up. I give your little comment a thumbs up, but know that it's a heart too. Okay. So big heart. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, all right. So Samir asks, all right, Samir, a card for Samir. Samir, Sam. Samir. All right, we got 2 stuck together. So let's see what these 2. So you have a wood nymph, the beauty. Wood nymph, beauty. The wood, the plants, the forest. It's the nature, the beauty. Surrounding yourselves with, I do believe you like the beautiful. Who doesn't, right? I mean, but you love to have that beautiful surroundings, and it's you know, the whole aesthetics of it. It's the sound, it's nature, it's what's the smell, whether it's incense or candles or just you know, it's very important to you, your surroundings. And so with nymphs and beauty, absolutely is part of you. This number is 52 or 7, 52 or 7. And then also is moonlight, enchantment, and magic. Oh, this is hilarious. Which is a supermoon, is coming up in August. When is that supermoon? Super full moon. I do believe it's on Robin's show. No. Yes. August 1st. Robin, if you're still listening, August 1st, supermoon. Super full moon. Super super full moon, then Samira's gonna have bring you some magic, moonlight enchantment. So this card, right? The first one was 52. This one's number 25. It's the same numbers in reverse, but it's still a 7. So you have 7 energies. So wow. All right, Samira, I leave that with you. Powerful, powerful messages. Love that. So beautiful. Oh, you're welcome, Teresa. All right, Melissa. Melissa Sparks. Missy Sparks. All right, Melissa. Let's see what card it is for. Is there one or two for her? This one? This one. Oh, she needs this one because she can't. Yep. Oh. I love this. And it has bubbles and orbs. Look at this. Air spirit, knowledge. She's on her swan boat. Can you see those golden orbs, the bubbles? Bubbles, Melissa, it has bubbles. There she is. Definitely, Melissa has a lot of knowledge. That wind, the air spirit, her swan boat in the clouds, floating. It's a number one. That says a lot, Melissa. There's a lot there. So I'll leave that with you. Woo! Thank you. Oops. All right, Robin says, Lonnie Mae has a question. She says, do you know I've been so dizzy lately? Yes, there's, oh gosh. All right. I knew this was going to come up somehow. Yes. Well, it's the high energy. It's a combination of things. It's the high energy. All right. Lonnie Mae's so connected to nature. Still, she's so very connected. Her home is a sacred space between you and her mother, has made it a really safe place, a safe haven. But outside of that, when she is outside of her home, though, and she's out in public or she's in other places, she needs to be careful. She can feel off balanced because the frequency is high. She's feeling connected. The heartbeat of the earth is higher, and the frequency is picking up faster, so she feels that. So she needs to move a little slowly. There's also, she's exposed to some areas where there's high EMFs. There's Wi-Fi, people. Wi-Fi, be careful when they're pushing the smart stuff. All right, if you could see, if you could see that energy, if it was colored and you could see it, and how you wouldn't want to have a whole smart house. Let me just say that. Be very careful. If she has any smart devices, any Wi-Fi, make sure she has no Wi-Fi where she sleeps as much as possible. I mean, like if she has her own cell phone, get it out of her room when she sleeps. A laptop, tablets, iPads, whatever. These devices need to be taken out of the bedroom when you sleep, because it can affect your sleep. It can keep you up. People can have major insomnia being smacked and attacked by Wi-Fi, and they don't know what it is. You go to a doctor who isn't taught or trained in this, and medication is not that solution because it's Wi-Fi. One of the things, we are in ascension energies. You were like, woo, we're ascending, and then we're still feeling this pull, and they're there, but there's ways around it. I'm not an affiliate with Defender Shield. Defender Shield has a lot of great products. I got a Defender Shield scarf that you can drape over your head. You can drape over. I know a lot of people drape themselves for extra protection when they're sleeping. But there's a lot of great. They have hats, shirts, a lot of things to protect against these EMFs, the electrosmog, EMFs, Wi-Fi, all these terms. It's very real, and it can really harm us. Make sure that anyone that is carrying a cell phone, that you don't put it in your pockets, front pockets, back pockets. Don't put it against your body in any way, shape, or form. Okay, it can wreak some havoc. Okay, there's a lot of information out there coming out now about this, and you just, yeah, there is. So I'm not going to get into that, but it's a combination of things. She's feeling, at the high frequencies, the Schumann resonance. She is being zapped a little bit by some Wi-Fi. Okay, and she needs to drink more water. Stay hydrated. Drink some more water. Get the Celtic salt. Celtic salt, which is actually a marine type of salt. A little pinch under her tongue. Celtic salt hydrates your cells immediately. All right. Whereas if you're drinking, and if you're drinking so much, you're going to the bathroom, you're not hydrating your cells if you're just peeing it out. So a little bit of Celtic salt. If you feel dehydrated, or if you feel like you're just not getting enough water, put a little bit under your tongue, sublingual under the tongue. Gets right into the mucous membrane system quickly. Gets into your cells. Your cells absorb it immediately. Then you will have to drink a little bit of water too after that, to kind of, after you let it sit for like 30 seconds, and then you can rinse your mouth and just swallow it. Just get a drink of water, chase it down. Okay, so that's for Lonnie Mae. That's a shocker, Robin. I wasn't prepared for that. So there you go. But it was interesting because it was like right before the show, I was like, what are we going to talk about? And I heard EMS, and I was like, oh, well, if it comes up, there you go. So, all right, Sarah, Super Space Cookie, here is your message for you. You have gotten this before. Hummingbird spirit, joy. Look at that. Hummingbird spirit, joy. Find more joy. Be joyful. What helps get you into a good mood, even when you can be grumpy. And it does work. I try it. I'm grumpy. I'm not in a good mood. And I'll sit there and I'll go, I'm grateful. And then it's like, wow, that sounded forced, right? Then it's like, I am joy. And then I'll start laughing, because it's like, well, I don't really feel like joy, but I am joy. Keep saying it until you laugh, or until you actually feel joyful. Joy. You feel the joy around you. Anything you put behind I am is very, very powerful. I am joy. So have more of that. Hummingbird spirit, joy. This is a number 22. The 22 is a power number. So, and it's a 4, adds up to 4. So I leave that with you, my dear. All right, over on Rumble, Bobby, Marsha, Feng Shui My Space. Did you have a question, or you want a card? Oh. Now's the time to ask for that, okay? Ruth, oh my goodness, I love that card. Thank you. Right, Ruth? That is this, I've worked with this deck. It's the first time I've seen that one. So it is a great message. Yay. Yes, Tuesday's the super full moon. There's two. That's why I say super, because there's 2 in August. All right. And they're 2 super moons. Super moons mean they're the closest to the planet, closest to the Earth. There's 3 in this year. And August has 2 of them. And the next one is, I do believe, in September. So, wow. Let's see. Thank you. And I got in earlier. Well, no, he was here, actually. He was here first a couple days ago. And then he came back. He does that invisibility, appear, disappear really quick. So, all right. Yes, exactly, Kim. All right. You're welcome, Melissa. Hello, Destiny. Let's see. All right, I'll pull a card for Destiny. Let's see. see. A card for destiny. Destiny. Spirit guardian of summer expansion. So you have the spirit guardian of the summer. Your guidance team, take advantage. Look at this tree that's full of fruit. Look at the bird. It's about expansion. These right now, the summer, and it is summertime, spirit guardian of summer. This summer, don't miss this opportunity of expansion. You have powerful guidance around you to help you to learn from the experiences that you're going through right now and how to expand out, to expand past those. Take those and just expand. Get out of your comfort zone. Expand even more. You're learning, you're growing. And so just know that everything that you're going through is for a reason, and that it is to benefit you and your higher self. So here you are. Just keep expanding and keep doing your work. No one's going to move a magic wand and make everything better for you. Only person that can change things in your life is you. All right? All right, Destiny, I leave that with you. Oh, I love you too, Robin. You're welcome. Yes. Wendy, good day. Thank you for that feedback about the Celtic salt. Yeah. I'm not thirsty after eating a pinch. There you go. Good. All right. So, yes. Oh, you're welcome, Sarah. Yeah, right. Isn't that beautiful? Yay. All right. Well, I guess we are at the end of the show, and there's no more questions or comments. So, as for messages, what I'll do right now, so I'm gonna pull a card for everyone for this next week. It's very powerful. We're already feeling too. I forgot about that. We're feeling the upcoming this supermoon, and we're leaving July and going into August. So we'll pull a card for everyone for this upcoming week. Okay. Actually, hold on. Stop for just a second. Let me clear that. I'm going to get to that. Marcia, Feng Shui, my lady, you just got in there. Let me pull a card for Marcia first. Marcia. Marcia. This is for Marcia. Marcia, you too have the moonlight enchantment magic. So this full moon is the super full moon. Well, and then we got two. So August, really from one supermoon to the next, August is going to be very powerful. 25, or 2 and 5 is 7. So this is a very magical time for you as well. Okay. So, yay. Thank you, Teresa. Yes, blessings to everyone. All right, now this card is for everyone, and we're going to end after this, okay? So here we go, my loves. It's a message for everyone. All. In the stillness, continue to be still, even in the chaos, and reflecting pool. This is a time when we are reflecting, when we are maybe having our life review. We are reflecting in the stillness and with no judgment, with love and compassion, and letting things go, but appreciating that every part of who we are right now is good, bad, and ugly. And let's just be grateful for all our lessons, for all the situations, even as challenging as they were, that we got through it all, that we are right where we are, right here, right now. All right. And in this stillness, the reflecting pool, another power number, 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. So leave that for everyone. All right. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Be sure to tune in next Sunday in August. I'll see you all in August. So, anyway, all right. I just love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for sitting in this sacred circle this evening. And remember, you are divinity, sovereignty, freedom. You are a child of God, of Source, of divine creator, and continue to shine brightly. That's the most powerful thing that you can do, that you can be, is to shine, shine, shine the source frequency of love light out into all directions. And until next week, take care.